Hi, I'm John Diamanti Fox, the guy behind Fluffy Audio John Diamanti Fox Clarinet, and I was kindly asked by Paolo and Olmo to present their new library. Rinascimento is a Kontakt library with 36 instruments from Renaissance and medieval eras. There are 20 legato instruments in this collection with full sustained legato transitions. Let's have a look at some of the included instruments. The instruments are divided in 7 different folders: brass, flutes, keys, lutes, percussion, reeds, and strings. This is the main interface. All the instruments share a similar look, but there are some customized scripting on certain instruments like the hurdy-gurdy, the organ, and the percussion. So on the main screen we have a brief description of the instrument, while on the left we have the available articulations, the microphones, and the reverb controls. On the second page of the instrument we have some settings about tuning, velocity curves, and so on, while on the remapping page we can remap the mod wheel and the vibrato. Renaissance instruments were usually played in non-vibrato mode, and so all the instruments in Rinascimento are sampled non-vibrato. However, in Rinascimento there's a special mod vibrato engine which works pretty well on instruments like brass and flutes. Let's have a listen. By the way, here's how the close microphone sounds like. Here's the mid microphone. And this is the far microphone. Rinascimento was recorded in a beautiful hall with a warm, natural reverb. The close microphones are probably to be the most detailed perspective. The medium microphones have a kind of useful directionality. You can almost feel the instrument in the hall, while the far microphones try to capture the beautiful and blending sound of the hall. Iconic instruments of the Renaissance era are surely the lutes. Here we have a collection of 7 different instruments: the arch lute, the baroque guitar, the chitarrino, the colascione, the galishon, the plectrum lute, which is a lute strummed with a quill, and the theorbo. Let's have a listen. Some instruments have some sampled strumming. The problem of these mini performances is that they are limited in use, since you have to find a piece which closely matches the performed strums. That's why we have another script here called Autostrummer. By simply playing a minor or major chord, the autostrummer can start a nice strum. The Strum Designer display helps understand how the strumming sounds. Eventually, the strum can be customized at the point of becoming a realistic arpeggio. We have a full 54 keys organ. A harpsichord, and the lovely positive organ. Maybe the most characteristic and typical instruments are the ones in the reeds family. This piece features 4 crumb horns, 2 altos, 1 tenor and 1 bass, and the dulciana. We have the bombard, the caramello soprano, and the Rauschpfeifer. These instruments are fantastic to recreate believable medieval folk music. Also, we can listen to the zampogna, a mellow bagpipe instrument. In the brass section there is a cornetto, and the Renaissance trombone, also called sackbut. In the string section there are three instruments. A viella, which is a kind of percussor of the modern viola. It has 5 strings and usually played in a polyphonic way. There are polyphonic patches in the viella and also in the Baroque violin, with realistic legato and rebowing. The polyphonic patches work by playing the nearest open string along with the main legato note in the following way. The hurdy-gurdy is a very complex instrument. It generates its sound through a resined wheel rubbed against the strings of the instrument. It has drone notes, a 2-octave range for legato notes, and the trumpet. The trumpet is maybe the most typical and unique articulation of the hurdy-gurdy. It's generated by the buzzy vibration of a little wooden bridge. Drone notes and the trumpet can be altered in pitch in this menu, while the pattern sequencer allows to produce interesting rhythms. The 5 black keys under the trumpet allow to change the pattern. While this layout may actually seem complicated, it allows you to perform a complete and believable part by just using 2 hands. The articulations in this instrument are fully customizable. There are 3 kinds of articulations: legato, polyphonic, and instant. Legato articulations allows you to play legato with the monophonic instruments like the flute and the reed instruments. You can also apply a modeled vibrato. Vibrato amount and rate can be assigned to custom controller in the remapping page. Polyphonic articulations are used for staccatos. And they can also be used to create instrument pads, for example, to emulate a mini section of recorders playing at the same time. Polyphonic articulations are also used for the lutes and the keyboard instruments. Instant articulations are momentary key switches which interrupt the currently played legato note with something else. For this reason, they're used to perform a retongued nor rebooted note in many legato instruments. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and enjoy the library.